Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Gino Lamont.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez.
Coronavirus coverage brought to you by East Valley COVID-19 testing site, serving residents of eastern Coachella Valley.
We were successful in bending that curve. We will be successful again in bending this new curve.
It's official. California is significantly rolling back reopenings in 19 counties, including Riverside County. Effective immediately, all bars, indoor dining, movie theaters, indoor zoos, and museums must close. Beach parking lots will be closed in these counties, but not the beaches themselves. The state has seen a nearly 50% increase in COVID-19 cases in the past 2 weeks. This new order affects about 72% of Californians. LA County, Orange County, Ventura, San Bernardino, and Imperial are all among the list of counties under these new orders.
We've got live team coverage for you tonight with a reaction to the governor's bombshell announcement. Our Nico Payne is in Palm Springs and our Daytona Everett standing by in Palm Desert, and that's where we will begin. With these new restrictions put in place specifically because of the upcoming 4th of July weekend, and the restrictions are expected to last about 3 weeks. This is all out of abundance of caution because experts are tracing the current surge of infections to the reopening on Memorial Day weekend. Daytona Everett live on El Paseo. She spoke with locals who may have to change those holiday weekend plans. Daytona.
Gino, most of the people I talked to actually said that they planned on staying at home and just kind of chilling. But I did speak to a few people who said they had planned on going out and about, but now their plans are changing. Fireworks, barbecues, and pool parties. That's what the 4th of July is all about, right? Not this year. Here at Target, some people are just trying to get out of the house, others trying to get ready for the 4th of July. But with new orders from Governor Newsom, their plans might change.
Spending by the pool, relaxing.
Put up the water slide. Not really any big plans.
Okay, so most people were planning on staying at home anyway, but for anyone trying to head to indoor restaurants, wineries, movie theaters, zoos, museums, card rooms, or bars this weekend, you're out of luck.
We have specifically targeted our efforts to close indoor operations.
Riverside County is included in a list of counties that must close all of these activities effective immediately.
We just got to play it all by ear.
And for folks like Albert and Elizabeth who want to beat the heat, their plans to head to Newport for the boat parade might change too. Newsom is recommending the counties with mandatory closures, including Orange County and Riverside County, to consider canceling their fireworks shows. But beaches remain open.
The state of California is not mandating the closure of beaches this weekend, but we are modifying our parking facility operations and closing them.
So what can you do? Governor Newsom says you can wear a mask and physically distance, so the state of California can be independent from COVID-19 on Independence Day. Now, Agua Caliente Rancho Mirage will still be having that fireworks show. You can watch that on NBC Palm Springs. And I'm actually on El Paseo right now, where all these retail shops are going to be able to stay open as well. It's really those restaurants that are getting hit hard. And Nico Payne is in Palm Springs to continue that part of the story. Nico.
I'm here at the Trio restaurant in downtown Palm Springs, and earlier today I spoke to various restaurant owners who tell me it's frustrating to deal with changes while trying to run a business, but they're taking it day by day. At Trio Restaurant in downtown Palm Springs, owner Tony Marchese has spent the last month working to get his restaurant up and running and make sure that it meets guidelines for indoor dining. Today was supposed to be the reopening, but then Governor Newsom ordered indoor dining in Riverside County to end immediately.
It could be devastating. I mean, so to big or small restaurants, they all suffer the same way, so the bigger the restaurant, the bigger suffering they have. So it's not going to be a great thing.
After installing plexiglass partitions and spacing dining tables, Marchese, along with other restaurants, will now have to rely solely on outdoor dining and takeout.
We need the dine-in business to really, to make a profit. With our large size, just doing takeout only isn't really cost effective for us. We're going to be open for business with our large patio.
And it's not just restaurant owners that are confused by the constant changes.
I'm kind of mixed up a little bit about it, because one minute it's open, the next minute it's not. It really makes the people feel that they don't really know what to do. confuses them.
I think that a lot of it is just being well read and know what's going on in the community and what those guidelines are. And then explaining to the customers, that we're doing the best to work with what we have been given, the guidelines that we've been given.
Although some business owners agree with the governor's leadership, they say some decisions they don't understand.
I think when certain counties like ours gave up the masks months ago or 6 weeks ago, probably shouldn't have done that. Maybe just kept that rule in place, even though they're opening up businesses. The business have to run, but we just have to have different rules and protect each other.
Back out here live in Palm Springs, restaurants like Trio are allowed to move onto the sidewalks to expand their outdoor dining. Mayor Jeff Kors tells us about 15 restaurants have already gotten the okay from the city to expand onto sidewalks. So in the next few weeks, this is what you can expect to see on the streets of Palm Springs. Reporting live, I'm Nico Payne. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right. Thank you, Nico. Taking a look at those local numbers, and it's just shocking numbers today. 745 new cases in the county. That's another new one-day record. 212 in the Coachella Valley. 6 new deaths, half of those in the Coachella Valley. Indio continues to have the most cases with 1,371. Palm Desert, the most deaths with 29.
I think we're going to be very good with the coronavirus. I think that at some point that's going to sort of just disappear, I hope.
That's President Trump tonight responding to rising numbers of COVID-19 cases across the U.S. Cases are trending upward in 37 states. His own public health experts are calling for swift action. President Trump once called himself a wartime president in the face of the pandemic, but that doesn't appear to be the case now. He hasn't appeared at a briefing alongside health experts in weeks.
Also mentioned in the Governor Newsom's shutdown is zoos. We reached out to the Living Desert and Palm Desert, and they said because they are mostly an outdoor zoo, they will be able to remain open and still stay in compliance with the governor's orders.
The House passes legislation approved already in the Senate to extend the Small Business Administration's Paycheck Protection Program. The PPP program was set to expire with more than $130 billion unused. It's now extended through August 8th.
All right, well, we're still going to have a holiday weekend, even if you do have to do it in your own backyard. So let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett to see what it's going to look like going forward. Hey, Mike.
Gino, welcome to July. Today is the first day and Canada Day. Happy Canada Day to my fellow Canadians out there. Temperatures appropriately below average for Canada Day. Look at this, 6 degrees below average. 100 is where we got to. 106 is the 30-year average for today's date. We even managed to keep it 4 degrees below average in the overnight hour. 71 is where we bottomed out. 75 is the 30-year average. Record for today's date, 118 back in 1967 and 56 back in 1991. Taking a look outside right now, there's a couple things going on here. Temperatures sitting right at the centennial mark currently, and that wind is starting to pick up. Sustained winds coming in about 17 to 20 miles an hour. Gusts have already gotten up to 25. I expect that to continue through the rest of the evening, but very similar to most of your summer nights, we will see that back off by the time we get to about 10 or 11 o'clock. Humidity says 64%. That is not accurate at all. I checked. It's about 25% out there. I think somebody's got a sprayer on the sensor at the airport right now. We'll get to the bottom of that. Next 3 days brought to you by Comfort Air. And the big question is, will it be hot on Independence Day? You bet it will be. 110 is where we'll get to on Saturday. Expanding high pressure will continue to keep us warm, but Thursday is going to be another day that'll be below average. Going for a bit of a roller coaster ride in July. We're going to see those numbers go up and down and back up and down again. We'll track it together coming up.
One of the 3 suspects in the killing of a Coachella Valley couple pleads not guilty to 2 felony counts of being an accessory to murder after the fact. Jesus Ruiz is suspected of helping 2 other men after they allegedly killed Audrey Moran and Jonathan Reynoso in 2017. The other 2 men, Abraham Fregroso and Manuel Rios, are scheduled to be arraigned tomorrow in Banning.
The Palm Springs City Council approved their budget while addressing a nearly $50 million shortfall, but this could all have to be adjusted again as we partially shut down one more time. Kitty Alvarado in studio with the latest on Palm Springs budget. Kitty, good evening.
Good evening, Gino. You know, every single department in the city is affected by these budget cuts, and reserve money had to be used to make up some of that difference. But the reality is, if things continue the way they are, more cuts will have to be made. The Palm Springs City Council passed the 2021 budget 3-2 on Tuesday. Palm Springs Mayor Jeff Kors says the effects of COVID-19 on the city's fiscal health have been severe.
This budget forecast a $47 million reduction in a $120 million budget is enormous.
To adjust, the city had to trim budgets in every department, cut staff, and used more than half of their reserves.
82 positions were cut in the city budget, which brings us down to about 420 employees, which is similar to where we were during the Great Recession.
Council members Holstage and Garner wanted to see more changes, especially with police, and voted against it. Still, public safety saw deep cuts with about 35 police and fire staff layoffs.
Over $3 million was cut from the police budget. So 19 of 104 personnel in the police budget were cut.
Palm Springs City Manager David Reddy says these latest closures ordered by the governor show the challenges in planning a budget during this pandemic.
There's so many unknown variables. It's such a big number all at once. We don't know how the outcome is going to be and in what time frame. So this obviously is much more challenging. But, I just want to assure everyone at City Hall, we're focused on making sure everyone's safe.
The budget will need to be looked at and adjusted every month. But if closures continue and revenue doesn't come in as expected,
then we will have to make additional cuts as we move forward. And at this point, it would just have to be obviously in personnel because that's where the majority of the expense is.
And also over $800,000 was allocated for patrol car and officer body-worn cameras from that general fund instead of the police budget to prevent more cuts in that department. Both Coors and Reddy say safety is paramount and it's more important than ever to follow those safety guidelines so the economy is able to open up. I'm Kitty Alvarado.
All right, thank you, Kitty. What started out as a bizarre autonomous zone in Seattle with music and gardens devolved into 4 deadly shootings in 10 days. We'll have a rundown on what happened this morning in the so-called Chop Zone.
Plus, why are hundreds of companies pulling their ads from Facebook? We're taking a look at the big advertisers who were taking a stand.
When our viewers here in the West join us tonight, we'll have the latest from Arizona, now emerging as one of the most dangerous COVID hotspots, as well as the new restrictions here in California. Also, super spreaders, how one person's biology and behavior can trigger a cascade of COVID infections. When we see you back here tonight.
Today's indoor forecast calls for 78 degrees and a strong chance of comfort and saving money. That's the word from your Imperial Irrigation District, who encourages you to set your air conditioning thermostat to 78 degrees or higher to help you save money on your electric bill during the summer heat. You can also use floor or ceiling fans to create more indoor comfort. Just remember that fans cool people, so turn them off when you leave a room. For more energy-saving ideas, check out iid.com/summer savings.
Do you suffer from leg pain? Burning, aching, swelling, or cramping? My mother suffered for years until she discovered VenaSeal, the #1 treatment for varicose veins that takes only 20 minutes, has you back on your feet the same day, and is covered by most insurance. And the doctors at Desert Vein and Vascular Institute are the #1 providers of VenaSeal in the nation. Don't suffer. Call 1-800-VARICOSE for a free vein screening today.
Happy presents a spicy Western. Western with kick. The new spicy Western bacon cheeseburger at Carl's Jr. Feed your happy.
Did you know that your overall health can be affected by your oral health? Dr. Christian Lazar specializes in total mouth rehabilitation using state-of-the-art implant techniques that can restore your teeth in just one day. Dr. Lazar's Teeth Express is specifically designed to use the best products available to ensure the best long-lasting results. Call us today and let us design a customized treatment plan for your dental health.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Desert Vein and Vascular Institute.
The calls to defund the police grow louder. Activists want city councils to reduce the funding to police departments and reallocate that money to social safety net programs like social workers and mental health providers. LA City Council took the first step to replace LAPD with community responders for nonviolent calls. The city reduced the budget by $150 million. Similar moves are coming from New York City, Baltimore, and Philadelphia. Human remains are found during the search for missing Fort Hood soldier Vanessa Guillen. And just as authorities say they found a suspect in the case, that suspect took his own life in front of them. Guillen's family says officers at the Texas Army base have lied repeatedly. They accuse them of covering up her disappearance and an investigation into alleged sexual harassment on the base.
They lie to us every single time. My sister's no joke. My sister's a human being. And I want justice. And I want answers. Because my sister did not do this to herself. Someone did it.
The remains found today were just 25 miles from a different set of soldiers' remains found in April. Guillen's family and their attorney are calling for a congressional investigation.
Things are slowly returning to normal in Seattle's Capitol Hill neighborhood tonight. Police moved in today and took back the Capitol Hill Organized Protest, or CHOP. An area protesters against police brutality had taken over and occupied for the past 3 weeks. It started out as fairly peaceful, but 4 shootings, 2 of them deadly in the last 10 days, caused the city's mayor to finally take action. Police say they arrested more than 30 people at the time.
We'll be right back with a look at the forecast. Mike is standing by. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Sarah. Gorgeous live look courtesy of your Walter Clark cam. Beautiful blue skies out there, and July coming in like a lamb. It's about to heat up. Well, we'll take a look when we come back.
At NBC Palm Springs, we're looking out for you. You ask, we investigate. NBC Palm Springs.
It's back, it's bigger, and it's better. The 4th of July Sell-a-thon is back at your Southern California Ford dealers. It's bigger. Get 0% financing for 72 months on most Ford vehicles. It's better than ever, but hurry. The 4th of July Sell-a-thon ends soon.
Whew, it is pretty hot out there. Let's check in with Paul from Comfort Air to tell us how we can deal with this heat and stay comfortable.
Thanks, Carol. And your 7-day forecast, hot, hot, and hot. So you want to stay cool with the new Lennox XC25. It's quiet, efficient, and affordable. We have the best financing options in the Coachella Valley. You'll never have to worry about your family's comfort again. Back to you, Carol.
Call Comfort Air today and see why they're #1 for a reason.
Looking for a mechanic? Or how about a plumber, yoga instructor, or a restaurant? My Local Valley is where locals go for trusted vendors and local pros. Browse through an all-star lineup of local businesses throughout the Coachella Valley. And best of all, absolutely free. Log on to NBCPalmSprings.com under our Lifestyle tab today. And don't forget to tell them Sarah sent you.
My Local Valley, only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
First time I saw my closet, I thought this is the best thing I've ever done for myself.
My closet brings me so much happiness.
It's just my own space. This is my dream closet.
It's back, it's bigger, and it's better. The 4th of July Sell-a-thon is back at your Southern California Ford dealers. It's bigger. Lease F-150 for just $299 a month for 36 months with your qualified trade. It's better than ever, but hurry. The 4th of July Sell-a-thon ends soon.
Welcome back. Well, we had a gorgeous live look taking you out into the commercial. This one not so pretty, tracking what appears to be some smoke off towards the northern edge of the Coachella Valley. We'll get to the bottom of what that is coming up here in the next half hour. Meanwhile, camera rock is definitely a thing tonight. We're seeing those gusty northwesterly winds we saw earlier sustained about 17 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to about 25 and even 30 tonight before things settle down around 10, 11 o'clock. There we go. There's a much more tranquil look out there. That's camera glare. I thought it was a cloud for a second. I got excited, but things still looking really good out there. Going towards the Independence Day holiday, we are tracking some warm-ups. But before we do that, let's take a look back at June here. Jerry Steffen this morning put together this lovely graphic showing you the month here. And what's remarkable about it is everything you see in the blue was below average. We had several days like that. Everything you see in the red is above average. And there was exactly one day, the 15th, that was right on the money. 102 is where we got to there. And look, no yellow. No records were set during the entire month of June. That's extraordinary. And we're taking that lucky streak into July as well. 100 was our official high temperature today at Palm Springs International. 6 degrees below the 30-year average and 4 degrees below average in the overnights. That's some good stuff. Nowhere near record territory on either front, and that's some good news. You know what? Looking across the country, not everybody has the same good news. Everything you see here in this orange creamsicle color there, that is a heat advisory that's in place. And then special weather statements in place in deep South Texas and in Miami, where they're going to have temperatures that are well above average and some excessive humidity as well. When Miami gives you a heat warning, you know it's hot. And then we've got some flood advisories that are running across the south there, as well as some severe weather's breaking out tonight. We still have those red flag warnings in place in Nevada, and we've also got some gusty winds up and down the coast here. Meanwhile, our story continues to be tranquility. Most of the time when you're seeing nothing across the southwest, it's because we have high pressure, which would mean that we were hot. We got the best of both worlds. We got some clarity and temperatures running below average. It's some good stuff. Take a look down towards the southeast. I would not want to be there at all. You've got all that humidity swinging across from the west there, combined with that heat, and they've got the Saharan dust. So yeah, no, I'm going to stay in the west. It's a good thing. Here's what we're looking at closer to home here. Air quality alert. I've been telling you about this for the last couple of days. Blowing dust along the I-5 corridor is making visibility low and really hurting that air quality. That runs from Bakersfield all the way up into Kern County there. If you do have some travel plans along I-5, and I know a lot of people do, you're going to run into some reduced visibility. Red flag warnings in place in Vegas and the southern portion of Nevada. They were there yesterday and the day before. It looks like they'll be there again tomorrow. Humidity getting down to about 5%. We do not have that problem. In fact, for the 13th day in a row, I'm telling you about areas of fog. As soon as you get through the Banning Pass there into Beaumont, you're going to hit that patchy fog in Riverside County along Highway 60 and Interstate 10, and then down along the 215 corridor, some dense fog that will take visibility down to about a half mile. That will change this weekend. Things are going to dry out as high pressure builds. Currently 84 in the Yucca Valley, 102 in Coachella, mid-90s and 29 Palms, cool 68 up in Big Bear and 78 in Idlewild. That's got to be great. Okay, wind. It is gusty out there. It will continue to stay gusty through the rest of the evening. In fact, it'll peak around 8 o'clock tonight, but then by the time we get to about 9, 10 o'clock, things will start to settle back down into the single digits by midnight. Pretty much the diurnal pattern. Switches around to the east tomorrow. We'll do the whole thing all over again. Temperatures finally tuck into the 70s after 2 a.m. tonight, so it'll be a warm night, but not excessively so. Starting your Thursday off in the low 70s, we will only warm into the 102 range with dew points sitting in the mid 40s, once again below average. 102 in Palm Springs, 104 in Indio. Look for mid 90s in Joshua Tree and 73 in Big Bear. Comfort Air 7-day forecast shows us heating up in a big kind of way for Independence Day. In fact, we will stay in that 110 plus range all the way through Monday, but we'll dial it back by the time we get to the middle of next week.
Hamilton, one of the most beloved musicals of our time. I'm Manny the Movie Guy. Lin-Manuel Miranda's masterpiece is headed to streaming, perfect for the 4th of July. Friday, only on NBC Palm Springs today.
You ready to start the day, Thalia?
You bet.
We got a lot to cover.
And I have something I want to tell you about in your health today.
Hey, it looks as though we have some changes in the weather coming up real soon.
Grab your popcorn, we're talking movies.
NBC Palm Springs today, 5 to 7 a.m.
At the offices of Dr. Roland Reinhardt, your pain is treated like an emergency.
I came to Dr. Reinhardt with very bad sciatica pain and pain in my neck. And after my first treatment, I was pain-free.
I saw Dr. Reinhardt because of the pain in my neck. He treated it as an emergency, and now I feel wonderful.
Call Dr. Reinhardt at 760-341-2360 to live a pain-free life.
You're ready to drive again, and not just to the neighborhood store. In a new Honda, you can enjoy the open road with powerful performance. And your money can go farther too, because Honda holds its value better than any other auto brand. Your Honda dealer is offering flexibility, like shopping online, so you can purchase with confidence. Get your new Honda today. KBB.com's 2020 Best Value Brand.
Mattress Showroom is open for business and ready to help find the perfect mattress just for you. Visit any of our 4 Desert Store locations today or call one of our sleep experts and we'll gladly see you by appointment. If you prefer, we can also simply just advise you over the phone. Visit us today or call us at 760-619-5759 to get you sleeping better tonight. Spectacular 4th of July mattress specials are going on now. Save up to 70%. Wishing everybody in the Coachella Valley sweet dreams and stay safe.
This portion of the news is brought to you by La Quinta Brewing Company. Taste the sunshine.
Some promising news this morning surrounding a potential coronavirus vaccine being developed by Pfizer. Early testing shows after 28 days, patients developed higher levels of COVID-19 antibodies than typically seen in infected people. The vaccine was mostly well tolerated, although some patients reported minor side effects, and larger studies will begin this summer. There are currently 178 vaccines currently in some stage of development.
A new study suggests children could be able to transmit coronavirus at a similar rate as infected adults. Researchers say kids should be considered as transmitters unless proven otherwise. Fewer children than adults do contract COVID-19 and fewer develop severe symptoms. And they don't seem to be major drivers of the transmission itself. The study's author says more research needs to be done to fully understand the role of children in the spread, and also this will affect high schools and all schools in the fall.
The FDA grants emergency use authorization for Kroger's at-home COVID-19 test. The kits will be available to the company's frontline workers beginning this week. A healthcare professional will guide the home collection process via video chat, and most results will be confirmed in less than 72 hours. Kroger plans to expand to other companies and organizations in the coming weeks.
In consumer news tonight, more companies pulling their ads from Facebook. Starting today, hundreds of companies like Starbucks, Adidas, Honda, and Microsoft will officially pause advertising on the site. The reason? An outcry against hate speech and misinformation on the social media platform, including content from President Trump. CEO Mark Zuckerberg is now saying the company will roll out new policies to flag, label, and even remove content that violates their rules.
Amazon has been tracking coronavirus case data at its warehouses. The company has refused for months to reveal data on the number of cases of people working there. Now, Amazon says the infection rate in warehouses is, quote, generally just under what the actual community infection rates are. That's a quote. But according to an internal memo, the infection rate at a warehouse in Minnesota was notably higher than the surrounding communities.
Health officials keep stressing the need to wear masks to help reduce the spread, and a new study is shedding light on which face masks you should use. Researchers used lasers to detect droplets, and they found that loosely folded face masks and bandana-style coverings had little to no effect of stopping the droplets, but a well-fitted homemade mask with multiple layers of quilted fabric and an off-the-shelf cone-style mask were the most effective ones you could pick up quickly, cheaply, and easily. All right, we're right back after the break.
Meet our son.
If we're gonna adopt, we gotta know what we're doing.
If we're gonna do this.
He's not our kid.
Is he having second thoughts?
Council of Dads, season finale, Thursday on NBC.
I led them straight to us, and I should have known there's a trap.
Madeline just found us. Whatever happens, I love you.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. From one end of this valley to the other, nobody does it better than Tessera. From Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage to Indio and La Quinta, we're the experts. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
How would you like to get paid up to $2,000 for that old AC unit? That's right. With the Next Gen buyback guarantee, we'll give you up to $2,000 for your old unit, and your new system is backed by a lifetime replacement guarantee. Don't risk your AC going out on you on a dangerous summer day. If your AC unit is over the age of 10, just call Next Gen. Honest, reliable service, a buyback guarantee, and a lifetime replacement guarantee. Only at Next Gen. From our Next Gen family to yours, we're honored to safely serve you.
NEXGEN, call 833-3NEXTGEN.
Save big on America's most recommended mattress, Tempur-Pedic, here at Mathis Brothers. For a limited time, save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets. Mathis Brothers doubles the Tempur warranty to 20 years, offers a 365-night comfort guarantee, and 72-month no-interest financing on all our Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Don't miss your chance to save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic. Sleep better and save more at Mathis Brothers.
Get real help by calling the Sevens. That's the Walter Clark Legal Group, the top-rated firm that performs. We return your phone calls and give you the no-fee guarantee. Call the Sevens.
All right, the show will go on. Agua Caliente Resort Casino Spa Rancho Mirage will host the only fireworks show in the Coachella Valley on Saturday, of course. And we're going to bring it to you live on our KPSC sister station. It's channel 20 for you Spectrum viewers. So most of you can enjoy it from home. Now, there will be limited parking there, much smaller than there normally is. Now, we do have some bad news. Turns out we can't strap Mike to the very top of the hotel, so we're going to have to strap him to the 12th floor instead of the 16th. So still fun for us either way. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you back here tonight at 6.